Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have this position. It is white to play and win, and white's pawn is moving forward in this direction and black's pawn is moving downward in this direction. And though it's white to play and win, white must find the only winning move, otherwise it wouldn't be a win, and that is going to be just a draw or even losing. So make sure to pause the video and guess, and make sure to put your guess in the comment section. I will read and respond for all of you guys. Best of luck. Okay, so now it's our turn, right? We would like to promote the pawn to a queen. However, the problem is black has rook to h8, rook to h1 check, and we have to move. It doesn't matter where we move, black would simply grab the queen for free. And even though we can actually capture this pawn, it doesn't make a lot of difference. This is going to be just a drawn position, right? So that is the idea, and this is not, of course, the solution. So what other way do we have? Well, if we play bishop to c5, that is going to be a good idea, because now the rook wouldn't move there because of the bishop, and the bishop is preventing the rook from attacking the g1 square, so that previous trick doesn't work for black. But now black will play rook to d8, and we can't actually promote this pawn. Some of you think may probably playing f8, bishop to f8, but black would play rook to d4 check, and we have to move somewhere. It doesn't really matter that much. When we move anywhere, it doesn't matter if we move this way or the other way, black is going to grab our pawn, right? So this is going to be just a draw. Yes, we can capture with a bishop, but a bishop alone cannot deliver a checkmate. So it's going to be the same thing if black moves to any of these squares. Black would simply attack it, and you wouldn't do anything to stop black from capturing the pawn, right? So actually the signature idea of this puzzle is promoting the pawn. Of course, you have to promote the pawn somehow, and it doesn't matter how you will promote the pawn, as long as you promote the pawn, right? So you know that a bishop alone cannot do anything, so make sure to put that under consideration. So we have seen the candidate move, and the correct move is actually kind of insane, right? So the move is bishop to d6. So this serves two purposes. I am going to show you these two. The first is, now the rook cannot play to d8. We are threatening to promote, and if black lets us do that, if we simply promote, black is not going to win the game, and black is going to lose the game. However, what if black plays this move, right? So the thing is, first, if black try to attack our pawn, we simply play bishop to g3, and now there is no attack, right? And we are completely winning this. So this is not going to work for black, and if this, we simply retreat with the king, and black obviously has no way of checkmate, giving us a check, and black is going to be out of check eventually, and this is going to be get captured. So that is the idea. However, black can play rook to h1 check. So what should we do in this position? Well, the move is actually bishop to h2. It's a surprising move, and that is the second idea, the second reason why we put the bishop on d6, right? So the idea is, now if we move anywhere, with the king, the black rook would get a chance to give us a check. But see this, after we block the check, black must capture this, otherwise there is no any good move, and this is just defended. So after black captures, we simply play king to g3, and there is no way that black can give us check, right? So what should we do? I mean, what should black do in this position? That is the idea. Previously, the black rook is just in the first rank, so when it gives a check, we couldn't reach with the king, so black can safely give us a check, but black can't anymore. So the best response for black is actually rook back to h1. So I am going to show you why this is very nasty, tricky move in a second. So I will give you the chance to pause the video and try to guess the move on your own. Okay, we'll come back again. So if you had a chance to look at it, the rook's idea is going to be get behind and just give a check and maybe win the queen or the pawn. So that is actually seemingly the idea of the move rook to h1, but that is not the main idea. If you didn't find the correct move, the only correct move, you would lose the game. It's going to be just a losing, right? So what is it actually? Well, most people play in this position. What most people do is playing king to g2, but this is actually a blunder, and it's a draw from this position on. And you can find the move for black as well by pausing the video, and the move is rook to h4, the winning move for black. So because of this pawn, the rook can now give a check, and there is nothing you can do about it, right? You may probably promote to fight for the draw, but this is inevitable. Black is going to capture your queen one way or another, and you are completely getting this game a draw, right? So what is the move in this position? Well, the move is king to f2. So king to g2 is actually to prevent black from giving us a check by playing rook to g1, and king to f2 serves that same idea, that same problem. It addresses the same problem, so it's fine to play to, right? But king to f2 avoid this, right? So we can promote to a queen, but there is nothing that can force us to capture the rook. We can simply move away. Sorry, I just put the queen in danger. We can simply move away and maybe grab this pawn and win the game, right? So that is the idea, but the puzzle is not over yet, right? We are close, but we have still to fight, right? If this position occurs, what black can do is black will play rook to h2. So what do you play? Well, if you play a king to f1, black would play back to h1, and this is going to be back and forth, right? So what should you play? Well, you of course wouldn't play this move. It's going to be a damn move, right? So just make them out of the choice, and if you play this move, it's going to be back and forth once again, right? So you are going to get back to f2, right? So what is it? What is the move? So the other move that you may probably consider playing is the move rook to, king to g1. But if we play rook to g1, the same problem would appear. Black would play rook to h4 and just trap our king and a queen, and we don't have anything. Again, we are going to get a draw instead. So the only winning move is to play king to f3, and that is the correct move. So black will continue, and again, like I showed you the moves, again the move is king to f4. So black would give a check, and now you would have a chance to capture this pawn, right? So I'll show you why capturing this pawn is such an important thing, right? So the rook would give you a check, and of course you wouldn't go there. If you do, eventually black would play rook to h7, pinning your pawn to your king, and black would simply capture the pawn and trade the pawn with the rook, because now the pawn was more than the rook, you know that. So you go back, and it's going to be the same thing. Black would simply perpetually give you a check, and at this point what we are going to do is play king to g2, and the previous problem doesn't appear anymore. Black wouldn't get the chance to play to h4 and threaten this, because there is no pawn. We have already eliminated the pawn, and this is actually the end of the puzzle, and we can simply promote the pawn here in this position. I don't know what the best move is. Probably this is the best move. We simply get promote to a queen, and I am sure you are going to win a queen against a rook. So this is it for today. For a recap, this is kind of a long puzzle, right? So this is the first position. First we are going to play bishop to d6, and the idea is first blocking the rook, and second we are preventing black to the check, right? We are going to get into in between the check, so we would have a chance to block the checks. So the best move is actually to give a check by playing rook to h1. So this is rook to h1 check is the best move for black, and we block the check, and this is a threat. Rook to g1 doesn't accessible anymore for black, so black has to capture this, and we simply play king to g3. And now black would play rook to h1 to go behind the king, and simply we play king to f2. And the idea is we can't actually currently play rook to g2 because of this, right? There is a pawn defending the rook. If the rook plays to h4 and give us a check by playing g4, forking the queen and the king, right? So that is the idea. So we can't play that move anymore, so we have to play king to g2, and simply but surely we are going to capture the pawn here and get back to the position, and finally we can actually safely play king to g2 and win the game. So this is it actually. So guys, thank you for watching. I would appreciate if you comment. I just put a lot of work in this, guys. Make sure to appreciate by subscribing, liking, sharing the video. Please appreciate me. You know, it takes a lot of effort and time to make these videos, the study and a lot of things. So I really want your appreciation. Thank you for watching again. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.